Hello, welcome to Tonglen for Climate Change. I was reading an article this morning from The Guardian about Cop27, which has been happening in Egypt over these last 2 weeks, and it comes to completion tomorrow or possibly a little bit of overtime this weekend. And the title of the newsletter they sent out was, "Is COP a Flop?" And so the article that I read basically conveyed that there's not a lot of, it's looking like there's less and less possibility that we'll actually meet the cap at 1.5 Celsius rise in global temperatures. And so one of the statements they said was that this might possibly be the United Nations gathering around climate change where they officially recognize that we're not going to meet that target goal. And so that's really, really significant. And probably for most of us, if been tracking and kind of learning about what's happening, it's not really a surprise. But it also can be, it feels a bit frustrating, disappointing. There might be a sense of despair or anger or frustration, or what are we doing on this planet? And so I wanted to offer a practice today for working with those emotions that are arising, and also around all of the participants who have been at these climate change gatherings. People from, I think it's like hundreds of countries come together, and I can only imagine all of the dynamics and conversations and challenges. And so I'd like to offer a practice for starting with ourselves, working with the politicians, the leaders who are at this organization, and also all of the activists who are there, and for the world in general. And so we'll do a practice together. So you can find your meditation posture, allowing your spine to be elongated, your body relaxed. Often we practice with our eyes open and just gently resting downwards or straight ahead. You can also close your eyes if that feels more supportive right now. Just taking a few breaths to arrive here. Being present with this natural rhythm of your inhale and exhale. Feeling your body sitting here in your seat. Taking a few moments to arrive. And to just be here, breathing, alive, present. And we can touch into bodhicitta, this aspiration to awaken for the benefit of all beings. So we can just cultivate, bring in this aspiration that the practice we do today, may it be of benefit to all of the beings on the planet, to all of the beings who are working to help with climate change, with what's happening in our ecosystems. Let this practice help all those who we would consider are perpetuating it, known and unknown. Just making the aspiration that our practice today truly be of benefit for every single sentient being, without exception. Then you can shift your attention to noticing what's happening in your own heart and mind, what's happening in your body. When you think of the news from this UN climate gathering, when you think of what's happening on the planet, what arises in your heart and mind? What are the sensations in your body? And take a few moments just to be present with what's there. And then we'll begin the Tonglen practice. So in this practice, we're being present with, we're breathing in, we're welcoming what's uncomfortable, we're welcoming the confusion, the suffering, the distress. And so we breathe it in, we imagine breathing it in through your nostrils, and it dissolves in the open spaciousness of your heart. It dissolves in your basic goodness, your own awake awareness. And then on an exhale, you breathe out what's supportive, what's beneficial, offering, in this case, to yourself, what feels like it benefits in these situations. And so we breathe in, making the wish that we be free of the suffering, free of the distress, the discomfort, free of the struggle. And that we may experience presence, ease, rest, well-being, skillfulness, ability to be present and be able to serve and be of benefit in this world. And so as you're ready, you can begin that visualization, that process of breathing in. Imagine breathing in whatever uncomfortable emotions, sensations are there, and it dissolves in your heart. It's open spaciousness of your heart, nowhere for it to get stuck. And then you breathe out courage, patience, love, presence, wisdom, skillfulness, whatever feels appropriate. So we'll do this for a few breaths. By connecting with, being present with our own experience, we then can relate more with what others are experiencing, the different qualities of their experience, their struggle. Recognizing that just as we feel stress, feel worry, wish for a safe place to live, with fresh water, clean food, friends and family, beautiful nature, others also wish for this. And so when you're ready, you can let that go. Just rest for a moment with your breath again. And then turn your attention to all of the leaders of these many, many, many countries around the world. All of these humans, these people who have gathered together, who are negotiating, talking about the struggles in their own countries, trying to bring together the circumstances to support their people, their countries. All of the conversations, all of the speakers. Just bring into your mind's eye, imagine these different people. Imagine what they might be feeling, the worries they might have, the wishes they might have. And then when you're ready, begin the practice of Tonglen for them, making the wish that they may be free of the suffering, free of the stress, of the difficulty, that they may experience well-being, happiness, and the causes of happiness. Really resting in their own awakened nature so that they can see the interconnectedness, so that they can see what's truly the best way forward, what's truly beneficial for themselves and others. And so we can begin this practice. Imagine that you can actually breathe in, relieving each and every one of these leaders of their suffering, of their conflict, confusion. It dissolves into the vastness of your heart. It's transformed into love, compassion, kindness, wisdom. And then breathing out what's supportive. You can offer your own beneficial circumstances. You can offer love, care, presence, skillful speech. And imagine each of these leaders, each of these politicians truly receiving that, truly experiencing these authentic causes of happiness, of clarity, of presence. And a few more breaths with this. Imagine being able to breathe in their suffering, relieving them of it, and breathing out what's beneficial, what's supportive. And finally, imagining them truly free of the struggles, the causes of suffering, truly experiencing these causes of happiness. And then again, releasing it, resting for a moment in open awareness, resting with your breath. And then turning to all of the activists, all of those who have gathered outside of this conference, the summit, all of those who are active around the world, who are working so hard to make a difference in so many various ways. Imagine the ways each of these activists are worried, are frustrated, are struggling in different ways. Imagine the ways that they wish to be happy, the circumstances, the causes to bring true happiness. When you're ready, begin the Tonglen practice. Imagine that you can actually breathe in the suffering, the struggle, the reactivity, the difficulty. You can actually breathe it in, and they can be free of it. It dissolves in the open spaciousness of your heart. And then breathing out, offering what's beneficial, what's supportive. Maybe it's a good night's sleep, support, collaboration, insights, creativity. And a few breaths, breathing in, relieving the suffering, breathing out, offering what's supportive and beneficial. And then again, when you're ready, letting the visualization go and resting with your breath. And finally, bring to mind this planet, this home, all of the different ecosystems, the Arctic, the tundra, the rainforests, the prairies, the mountains, the oceans and deserts. Imagine all the beings living in all these places: insects, birds, fish, mammals, humans. Imagine the different struggles, the difficulties, the wish for happiness, for safety, for home. And again, make this wish that all of these ecosystems may have this happiness and these causes of happiness, be relieved of the struggle, the suffering. And when you're ready, imagine that you can actually breathe in all of that suffering and struggle, even if it's just touching it for a glimpse. Instant. And breathing out, offering what's supportive, offering your presence and care. Offering what's beneficial in each and every one of these ecosystems. Just one more breath. And then again, let go of the practice. And just rest for a few moments with your attention on this natural movement of your inhale and exhale. Allowing any energies that got stirred up to integrate, to harmonize and settle. And to rest in this experience of presence. Of aliveness. And finally, dedicating the practice. Offering, sharing, may the benefits, may whatever positive virtue was generated in doing this practice, may it flow out upon the earth to every single sentient being, supporting them, helping them in their journey of awakening. Thank you for your practice.